So it took me till I was older to actually understand the full meaning behind all of that. But adjusting to college and universities, I was pretty much in my own little world. I pretty much, just did what was instructed. I was pretty organized. I did my work. I of course, came out with 2 college degrees. Work life is a little different. There's pretty much, you're not in charge, do as you're told, and remain silent. So I could do the work, but it was always my behavior that always got me in trouble. And then I had to explain to them, look, I'm not cut fit for this mode. I mean, I'm not going to just fit into this box that you put me in. So either way, they tolerate me for as much as they can, but it's always my behavior, never always the work. So when I'm always in trouble, it's always behavior, never work. And I have to explain to them what's going on. So they're not, work life is never really sensitive to people like us.
Well, since I was diagnosed at a very young age, I didn't really see the option to make adjustments. I just always did what I wanted to do and pretty much dressed the way I wanted to. The only time I ever made adjustments was when I started, when I started working, because, can't lash out on a job because, people are gonna turn their heads. But, of course, most of the time it's not, there's only one thing I have done, and that is just not bring this little guy into work, or if they do have a closet or something where I can put him where he'll be safe, then of course, that's it. That's the only adjustment I'll have to make. And also, make sure to keep my cell phone off.
That's good.
So I think that's pretty much about it.
Let's see. Well, being on an autism spectrum, in pretty much all areas of life, you have to make some adjustments. Our minds are typically hardwired in terms of patterns in how we think, or perhaps our interest, or how we characterize and store information. I never really had behavioral problems. It was more of mental processing that was the problem, as well as motor. So in terms of adjustments in school, handwriting was always pretty terrible, so I would always have to type out my things, which would also help me learn better. Overall in life, I would have to adjust by trying to be aware of my surroundings, trying to plan things, including things into my daily schedule so that I don't forget to do them, so I get used to doing them, so it becomes more natural. And not to force myself to do anything that just doesn't work. Adjustments can be really hard to make, but when they're made, they must be done as soon as possible, because the older you get, the more hard set the incorrect ways of behaving according to society or the mental processing work. So early intervention is definitely key to any sort of adjustment, whether it's in overall life, school, working, university, whatever.
I live with William, who is both my fiancé and transfer. Forgive my spelling, it sucks, but he goes with me to help me understand things, and even promote me to use my iPad and not hit myself. He is helping me now.
So I think what you can see from the answers here is